Mm. What's up, everyone? Welcome. Okay, you guys, I know you guys know why we play the video all the time, but I have the body cam footage of Rabbit. I bet you a lot of people have it, body cam footage, besides Rabbit. And I want to see the bond body so
Well, actually, that would be because you were in contact with certain someone, or he's probably watching. Since he's kind of in the area and he could possibly get it for us, if he can do a records request, that would be awesome to get the body cam, the actual body cam, not Rabbit's body cam.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'll mention it to you later.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let me go to my private
Hey,
chat.
Stevenson, welcome in.
Hey, Ken Stevenson. This is an interview with World Nation, but I'm not gonna play the whole part at all. Hold on.
Thank you, Daisy May, and welcome in. Oh, you know what? Even better.
Come on, stop! Damn it!
Hey, George.
Okay. Okay, we're going to play over here. Give me a second. Okay, she's coming right now. Okay, she's here. Let me share it.
The village food season. Welcome in. They were the first one here. I know it's
This one,
mm-hmm.
it's an interview when the first quarter 4 months ago with Woke Nation. You know, guys, this is an update. Okay. Okay. Let's play right now.
Okay. Relationship, and this is what happens to people who are naive and gullible and try and see the good in people. This is what happens.
As I understand it, she was kind of done with them using her and questioning it with her friends.
Hey,
like,
Daisy.
what should I do? Are they just using me? You know, they're here on my property. They're mooching. I think I suspect they're on drugs. I think that might be a catalyst that needs to be, a lot of attention needs to go into that.
Well,
part of it.
Andrea's best friend has a whole bunch of these phone calls, including Billy calling her recorded. They will be played to a jury at some point in the future, I believe, and I believe that they are damning. Period. And if GS wants to have a different opinion,
said they were going to have.
If GS wants to have a different opinion, it's his right. It's a free country. He can say and think whatever he wants. I've known Billy for years. I spoke to Billy's dad, who does not doubt this at all. Billy's dad was crying repeatedly because Billy's dad spoiled him his whole life until he finally kicked Billy out in 2022. I believe that's the year he kicked him out. And he started living in his car the whole time.
Hey, Billy, I thought you don't cry. Oh, that's why you cry fake. I forgot. Okay.
But his dad and his mom enabled him to act like this and to not have consequences and got him out of trouble. And Billy's never going to learn. And he got so bold that he killed Andrea because she was going to sell the house out from under him, move back to Ohio with her best friend in Pequot. She was going to roll out and leave him high and dry. And he didn't like that. He didn't want that. He didn't want to leave. She had been trying to get him to leave. He wouldn't leave. She knew that was the case. And what it came to a head with him shooting her in the head. That's just the quickest way to explain it.
That's what's in the
And there's a lot of people still saying, well, things don't make sense. Well, I think they make perfect sense. I think, the hurricane happened, a lot of scamming, a lot of nefarious shit started going on. This group was definitely taking advantage of people, scamming people, mooching off Andrea, it sounds like. And it caused a lot of issues within their little world, like they had. Go ahead, Rose. Ro, you were trying to get a word in?
Yeah, I just wanted to say that
Oh, is he cutting out?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Okay, good. So there was a young lady that said she had some recordings that we could listen to, so I'd like to listen to those if possible and give her the mic so she can tell her part of the story so we can hear all that as well.
I'm assuming that is me. My name is Alicia, and Andrea is my best friend. And I just want to say thank you to Sean for being a voice for her. Because if you all know her the way I do, I know she would want us to be doing this and to give her a voice. I'm trying not to cry. If I do, I'm mourning.
You're fine with us. If you need to cry, you're more than nobody's gonna.
I'm going to cry. I'm not ashamed of that. I'm shaking. I feel like if you all loved her and the way she described you all to me is that you're auditors, you hold people accountable, you rip things apart, you dissect them, make them make sense, and you understand that a lot of time help is looked over by the agencies that are put in place to supposedly defend and protect us. And I feel that I think that she would want me to share with you all a phone call. So if you don't mind, Andrea called me the FOIA queen. I just love me some public records, and I love to have fun with the First Amendment. And that's how I met her. I uncovered some corruption in the town that I live in, and she came to do a piece on what was going on in my community. And that is how I met her. And she taught me many things. She taught me to be, to not give up, because we will be stonewalled in this, in pursuit of accountability. She taught me how to be closer to God. She was the most wonderful prayer warrior I've ever met. And I just want to play this for you. And I'm probably going to fall apart. I don't apologize for that. It's because I love her deeply. But I know that she loved so many of you I'm hoping that maybe this will help in the pursuit of justice and accountability for Andrea. So I don't know all the legal things.
I'll be back.
This may be triggering. This may be, you might not want to listen to this phone call. I received, I think around 5:03 p.m. the day she died. And this call is Billy Rabbit telling me that she is no longer with us. He had called me from her phone prior. I had spoken to her multiple times that day. And she helped me send an email earlier to a state representative and some commissioners in my community. And I was going to mow my lawn and call her back. And the phone rang, and it was strange because she was waiting on me to call her back. But I was getting the call from her. So I answer, and I heard crying. And so I knew to grab something to record with. I didn't know what was going on. I recorded that until the line went dead. And then a few minutes later, I got another call back from her phone. And this is a recording of that. Like I said, this is not easy to listen to. So if you don't think you can, don't listen. And let me know if you can hear it. Oh God.
Well, I may have left the voicemail, but Andrea's gone.
What do you mean gone? Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What?
Yeah.
I just got home from Charlotte, and she killed herself, apparently.
With what?
Her fucking gun. Standing in with a sheriff deputy now, and they're treating her in fires. I don't know what's going on.
Dude, I just fucking talked to her.
And that's what I said to the deputy. We have friends who would have told me if there's a...
Okay, you know how he says, like, he called it at 3:20? How can I call 3:20 if at least I talked to you for 8 minutes? Let me tell you.
Yeah, the times, because remember she got off the phone and she was gonna mow the yard.
No, I know. Billy says he called. He said Billy was saying that he called at 3:30, correct?
Right.
It's impossible. She talked to her for 20 minutes, 10 minutes. It's impossible.
Well, I mean, I guess within that 10 minutes, something happened. Right? That's what his story is.
Yeah, but he said he called at 3:30. She told her Andrea called 3:03. You know?
Right. So there was like
Talk about 50 minutes.
Or
That's
27 minutes, right?
It's impossible.
Well, don't think of the times.
Okay.
What's up, Pink? What's up, Rebecca? What's up, Havoc?
Hey, Pink. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to send that into Ajax. Hold on. Oh, come on.
Taco
What?
Tuesday.
Is Pink Taco talking shit about me or what?
No.
Huh?
Pink Taco
Okay.
talk shit. What? What?
Okay,
What are we
Agent, it
holding on
said,
to? Oh, you sent something to Agent?
yeah. It said
The
already.
link. The link. Send the link.
It did. Okay.
When he's saying, "Oh, I don't know what happened" and all this, but all of a sudden, when he's telling his story, he knows exactly what's happening.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back, Pink Taco. Welcome back.
Talked to her at 3 o'clock. I talked to her at 3 o'clock and she was fine.
That's fake quiet. That's fake.
I talked to her at 3 o'clock and she was fine. She even gave me her email address today to send an email to
Hold
her.
on.
Because she was gonna.
Okay. Everybody can do that.
Yeah, anybody and everybody could do it. You know.
Yeah, that's fake, isn't it?
Well, it had to fit his narrative, Gregory.
Exactly.
It had to fit his narrative. His narrative is right now she offed herself. She killed herself, right?
Yeah. Anybody could call himself.
I mean,
It said, yeah. Hey, Jack, I sent that link for you. Oh, thank you, Pink Taco. I know I did a good job. Thank you, Pink. Now that's
Send it out to people, and this is very shocking. I got home from Charlotte. I got in the shower, got out of the shower, went in to say hi to her. She's fucking gone. This doesn't make sense. She was fine. Yeah. That's what I said to the I talked to her at 3. You want to call me? Dude, I was on the phone with her at 3. And I got home about 3. She was fine. She was fine. What the fuck?
but I want to say hi to Justice. We should get justice for Andrea.
hi.
9-1.
What the fuck? She was gonna come up here. This is crazy.
Honey, I don't think we need to.
This is crazy.
I don't think we need to hear anymore. I think the point is proven here.
How the fuck is this happening?
This guy is definitely a.
Just wait for it.
Right.
Just wait for it.
Yeah, there's
She
still
had been
more.
drinking nothing. She'd gotten drunk earlier in that week. What the fuck? You just wait. Like, literally. What? And the dog started acting crazy. I came in, they were everyone's fine. I got to make out, I put their stuff down. What the fuck? What the fuck? She had just talked to, oh my God.
Thank you.
Oh my God, she was sounding so good today.
I mean, it's not funny, but like,
How does it sound like like he don't make even no sense, you know.
He's not making any sense.
I know.
He's not making any sense at all, and he's making it still about himself. Like he's whining. I mean, like I don't even feel like it's true, genuine, like cry. You know, like I don't fucking know. Like you can't analyze that. You can't analyze somebody that's a
No,
psychotic.
because the more you see that video, the more you realize that, the more you think, you know. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, it makes you open your eyes to a lot of things that are going on. Not even just in the YouTube world, just in the world. Period.
Hey, Pink Taco, thank you for coming in here, sweetheart. My pink.
What the fuck?
Oklahoma.
Hey, Oklahoma.
Up, Dom.
Oh my god. Now, just so you know, half an hour of talk. That doesn't make. Just so you know, he's standing in front of police officers as he's talking to me.
As he's talking.
Oh my god.
That's what I said. We need body cam. I don't know if they have body cams, but we need to get that body cams for North Carolina.
I talked to her for 23 minutes at 3 o'clock. So 3:23, I hung up with her. How the fuck could she die in 7 minutes?
7 minutes.
Good question, good point.
Hi, Cam.
7 fucking minutes.
I'm amazing. What's
Hey,
up, John P?
7 minutes. Within 7 minutes. And the dogs weren't going crazy or nothing. Even when I was going out of the shower, nothing. But she's cold. She's cold. I mean, you guys saw her. It don't make any sense unless that. What the fuck? Dude?
It really doesn't make sense. Like, it's just weird.
For a half hour, give it CPR. What the fuck, dude?
Nope.
Nope. I talked to her till what the fuck? She was fine. She was actually waiting on me to call her back.
Right, because she was fine all day. This was
What
planned.
the fuck?
We need that again.
Yes, yes, it was.
Anyone out there? We need a video. The last day she was there between like the 30th or the 29th. We need that video. Like anybody who have the clip or anything, the last place everyone was seen. Yeah, of YouTube, you know. We need that video. We need somebody to come up and give the information. You know, that's gonna
Well,
be.
remember, she was in my live stream and she was in Utah Cap Watch's live stream that morning when we were at the EPA building. So there you got two right there, but I mean,
yeah, Rebecca, it is
Ohio.
It's going. I'm going to go back. You know, refresh it. You know.
Okay, hold on. Wait, what? It's obvious Sean loved her. He's so pissed.
Yeah, Sean Level has a sister. Yeah, close. You know.
I mean, even people loved her. I mean, like in one way or another, she brought like joy, excitement to the stream. That she interacted in the stream always, like you do, Rebecca, like Sly Shay does. You know, you guys communicate. You help out in the chat. You guys probably one day will pick up a camera, maybe again, Sly Shay, or you know, like just She was okay. Yeah, see, she was a very pleasant person. Every room she went in. So that's why I don't believe half of the stuff like he's putting out there now that there was this negativity. Well, there probably had to be a negativity before, my last video was like months ago.
Hey, Sly, I have a question to ask you. Does 91 go? Does she go outside the box of A1 community? Does she go to the other side, like 91A? Does she visit the 91A or no? Red side. Does she go beside the 1A? 91A? Does she go to
I
A?
mean, I'm sure she did. I mean, we all do. I mean, I go into like the cars when I'm like trying to look for stuff that's going on with my ride. I'll go in there and I'll try to ask somebody in a car avenue. Or I never seen her in none of the drama channels. So none of the
Oh,
drama
okay.
channels.
Okay.
But
Okay.
other
Okay.
channels, I'm sure she did. Like I
Okay.
mean, like
Sly.
it's kind of like how Lawless does, or AJ. AJ goes into a different community. She might have not been in that community. She might have been in a different community.
That's what I was asking. Okay.
Right.
Thanks,
Kind of
Sly.
like you go in all the communities. I
Yeah.
go to very few LVs, like the only one I think in Susanna, and I haven't been in Susanna's in a minute, but I know I'm still subscribed to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people doesn't know who she is.
Her
That's
focus was
I was asking Sly.
her focus was supporting the 1A2A the 1A2A community.
Pink taco, nah. You better not. It's just the time.
But see, at the same time, she was also in GS's chat too every now and again. So she did go to different channels. It was just
Well, I didn't know that he went to GS.
yes. Remember, it was actually said. It was actually said that she was over there in and I think people asked her as GS, and GS is like she wasn't my friend or something like that. Like she wasn't my friend. We're not friends, but we know you, and she would go in your chat is what was said.
Deep inside, I think Andrea regretted to separate with FPR. You know her
Well,
boyfriend.
there was, but y'all all got to remember GS came into some of the 1A chants too. Yeah, he did. He did. He did because he was with Cliff Williams.
Oh,
Mhm.
what?
It's not a small world at all as on YouTube. Like
You know, when I said you're giving me more topics in my head.
there's all kinds of topics, Gregory. There's not just one topic.
I'm learning it.
You already knew it. You already knew it.
No, I knew it, but I didn't believe it. But now when you tell me, I believe it now.
There's been like a bunch. There isn't just one.
You on me, that's why dope. Huh? You don't make no sense, Rebecca. You on me, that's
She's talking to somebody else, so why are you even in their conversation?
Oh
Steal
yeah,
it.
I see it. Okay. I said, what the
Seriously,
hell? Okay.
keep on rocking, Gregory. That wasn't for you.
Yep. Oh my God. You're not alone. Oh my God.
Hey, Don.
Dude, what the fuck? What the fuck? She wasn't crying. She wasn't. What the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? He didn't leave me. No.
Damn right I am.
I don't know. I know she was talking about you guys for breaking up and stuff, and she found out that you were on some BDSM sites and stuff, and she was heartbroken. And but she was not talking like that. She was talking about she wanted her truck back, and she was gonna sell the. She said you weren't gonna go. She told me you weren't gonna go. She said you told her fuck her, you weren't gonna go.
Yeah, sure. She can go to that.
He said, yeah. He admitted to it.
Go to the appointment. I'll take the Mercedes and go work. Yep.
Lies.
No, it didn't sound like that to me. It sounded like she was kind of fed up with you. This is really crazy, dude. How the fuck is my friend dead? I talked to her and there's within 7 minutes. I was supposed to call her back. I was mowing my yard.
Well, from the time I got out of the shower and cut the beard off, I went to say hi.
That's fucking insane. She even talked to Sean Porter. She told me she talked to Sean Porter.
That's why he called me.
What the fuck?
Yep.
She talked to your dad. Oh my God. What the fuck? What the fuck? She also talked to someone that I noticed in the chat earlier, Joe Cool. She also called Joe. And she also told me she called Ron Benghazi. What the fuck?
I'm asking myself.
Oh my God. Like, I just was mowing my yard. That's it. I had to go to the farm store. I was on the phone with her when I went to the farm store. Because I needed a fucking hitch clip for the deck because I was riding that motherfucker like it was a tractor. And my hitch clip came out, so I needed a new one. So I was on the phone with her. And then I got home and I said I was getting on the mower. And my son was here and he was putting it on. He had just got off work. And I said, let me call you back after I'm done mowing. She said, okay, love you. This doesn't make any fucking sense. At all. At all.
I dropped the chipper off. Stopped at the post. Got the mail. Came home.
I talked to her multiple times today. I've talked to her multiple times every day.
Right, that's what I said. If there was anything wrong, you would have told me.
Dude, I texted you, I don't know, a week or two ago and said, what's going on? How can I help? Because you guys are fighting. And she was upset. And I was trying to help, but you never texted me back. So. Oh my God. What the fuck, man? My fucking best friend is dead, dude. What the fuck? She was fine. Okay, I love you. No fucking tear, no cry for help, nothing. Nothing. She even told me yesterday, she was like, I just feel so good.
I know. She was, exactly, she told me the same thing. That she finally was feeling good and she wanted to move forward.
That shit's crazy, dude. What the fuck? I mean, she told me you know what I mean? That, you guys are breaking up. She was feeling good about it. And I didn't think, this is crazy, dude. What the fuck? Oh my God. What in the fuck, man? What in the fuck? She was going to come up here Oh my God. Who me? Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. God bless Andrea. That's it.
Now, just so you know, the cops say that all the crying he was doing was fake crying with no tears. Completely staged.
Well, it seems like
Yeah, I mean,
He started fake crying after I told him I was on the phone with her. Gig was up. In my opinion.
it seems to me like the most important factor in that to question is it seemed like Andrea was going about her normal day to day, like she was. I mean, other than fighting and potentially going through with a breakup, like going through with it, she had plans. She had
she
an
did.
itinerary. She was doing things, that's not indicative of someone.
No, you're absolutely right. That's not someone that wants to give it up. That's somebody who's fighting. You don't hide your gun if you're going to use it to kill yourself.
And that's an important thing too. There was 2 guns in the home, correct? One was hers, which was hidden and not involved, and the other was some random gun. Am I right?
Yeah, it's an unknown gun.
I understand it.
Yeah.
She told me that she hid the gun. She was afraid of him, so she hid it. And then at one point, she couldn't find it, and she thought that he had taken it, and she was scared. And then she called back and said, "Oh, I found it." And then she told me where she put it. Well, it's interesting that the police found it there.
But that's not the gun that was used, correct?
No, it was not.
Okay, that's an important thing to realize.
Yes, it is.
That her gun was not used.
No, she hid it from him.
Pause.
And there was
In
another
underwear.
gun that was used.
Okay.
So where did the other?
Could you hear that, right? They didn't use the gun.
Yeah.
The pew pew that was hers. It was a different one that was used. Okay, go.
Okay. Before I say anything, I made a short video this morning all about the warthog. All about what West Charlie said. Guys, can you share it out? The short video. Coffee and everyone, please share it out. I want everyone knows. I'll make a short video. It's only 31 seconds. Okay.
Gun come from is one of the big questions for anybody investigating. Where did the other gun come from? And apparently, were there 2 people living in the house, or were there more people living? Like, there's so many questions.
She had just kicked out Hawk and he says wife, but Andrea told me that Shelby told her that, she told me, Andrea told me, Billy and Hawk said that Hawk's wife is married to someone else. So
Yes, Sailor Rabbit, how you
not,
doing?
so she's married to someone else, but dating him. And I guess Hawk had needed a ride. He had been staying with them, doing these
Nope, he wasn't.
things they were doing, and he had to get back to his wife. And Andrea told me that Billy sent her photos from when he was up there at their house, and that the grass was so high that they had to use a weed whacker to cut it down because it was just the property was neglected, and that there were so many trash bags out front. It was like disgusting. Like you couldn't even get to the camper because of all the amount of trash bags just right outside the door. There was no running water. So he left his wife in a camper, it's allegedly, for weeks at a time with no water, no vehicle. Andrea started to feel like there were parallels in the way that Hawk treated his relationship with Shelby and how Billy had been treating her, and that it was like red flags to her, you know, like he was neglecting the property there. Like, why are you out trying to be like, put your little cape on and run out here doing shit for everybody else? But then at home, she's got all these trees. She needs a fence up for the dogs. She had to pay. She was so pissed because she had to pay to have a fence put up for the dogs because he wasn't around to do it. He took off in her truck, would leave her at home for weeks at a time. She wouldn't even get to go into town. She had a freezer full of meat. She told me one day, Billy was so weird about alcohol, cigarettes, like alcohol. Oh my God, don't you open a beer. You open a beer, you're a fucking alcoholic. Okay. Like he's got some weird thing with alcohol. So, anyways, like, you know, you shouldn't abuse it, but like, whatever. You know what I mean? You could be an adult and have a beverage and not be a drunk. Like, but not according, you know, in my opinion. Anyways, smoking cigarettes. Oh my God. Don't smoke a cigarette around him. He freaks out. Well, she said, I just want a fucking cigarette so bad. And I said, so go get a fucking cigarette. Go get a cigarette.
Yeah,
And she
she's a
said, well,
grown
I
ass woman.
can't.
She should be able to smoke a cigarette if she wants to.
Right? Go get a fucking cigarette. What, you know, go get a cigarette. She said, well, I can't because I'm sorry, my eyes are so puffy. I've just been crying. And I appreciate you letting me talk because it's like healing for me in a way.
No, that's crying.
Because
That's
but
crying.
anyways, I said, why don't you just go get a pack of cigarettes? Well, I can't because Billy has the truck. It's your truck. So like maybe Billy needs a car. You know, you shouldn't be stuck at home for a week. If you want a cigarette, you should be able to go get a cigarette.
And where was he? He was out like helping other
With
people in his
Hawk, I
group.
guess.
He's with this
Yeah.
group though, helping them with their own houses, with their
I don't
yards that they neglected and stuff. Am I
I'm
right or
not
wrong?
I'm not sure who the people were.
Nobody knows what he was actually doing unless he posted it online to brag about how he was helping.
Well, it seems like every time he actually did anything to contribute to cleanup for the hurricane, that was all published.
Yeah, he published anything that made him look good, and he hid anything that made him look bad. I mean, that stands to reason. That makes sense. But yeah, no one knows what he was doing except the cops say he was robbing everybody.
Well, we knew that, and that's where I come in, is because I can show that they were robbing people.
Well, hold on. Right, hold on. We've already been over that. What I want to go over real quick is it's been said that Rabbit supposedly had the premonition and he left work early to get home that day. He said he had to be home by 3:30. Has anybody locked this down? Is this true?
He said he had to be
What do we
home
know
at
about
3
this?
o'clock. He said 3 o'clock, and it's
3 o'clock.
Yeah, in that video, if it's the same one, it was 3 o'clock in the one I saw.
Okay, so supposedly
Here's
he
my
got this
thing too,
premonition.
right? Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go with that story, right? Okay, so let's say he has this feeling. His wife, he loves her so much. They've been fighting. They're gonna get back together. This is his narrative, right? Let's just run through it, right? So everything's cool. But he's got his feeling, and he has to get home by 3 o'clock. But you walk in the door, you take a fucking shower, you shave your beard, and then you go see her. Make that make sense.
Yeah, he was washing evidence off his body. That's what it was.
I mean, if you're worried and you got to get home at 3 and you're running late, wouldn't you go say, baby, I'm here. I'm here. Why just dump in the shot? It's weird, especially if you're worried. That doesn't sound like you're worried.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
according to your call logs, just so you know, 3:23 appears to be the time you got off your your phone call that you made with her. So it had to have happened between 3:23 and that 5 o'clock phone call when he called you. So that's only an hour and, basically like an hour and a half window of time. There is no way that her body would have been cold, even if she had killed herself immediately after getting off the phone. He says he discovered her body
right.
cold. He told me a story. She felt a pulse. He was doing CPR on her. They had to pull him off and all this other crap. And, the stories aren't adding up. If you ask each person, he told a different version to everyone.
Except she told us the same thing. She told me, Sean, Joe, and allegedly her dad. I haven't talked to her dad, so I don't. Or to Billy's dad.
I did. Her dad's not. Her dad knows what's up. I mean, obviously,
No, I mean
that's
Billy's
why he didn't
dad.
go down.
She told me she talked to Billy's dad.
I talked to Billy's dad twice, and Billy's dad he was not hard to convince that his son was a murderer. I mean, he kept crying on the phone.
She told me she called him. She told me she called him. She told me that she blamed him for raising such a bitch of a man and all kinds of stuff. And I can't say that I disagree.
Well, those older phone calls you have of her talking about him, and what he was doing and the sex stuff and all that, that'll be relevant in the future.
Screenshots. She sent me screenshots. She told Joe Cool about it too.
Did she send you the naked one from FetLife where his dick was hanging out?
No, she told me about it first.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, it was disgusting. You'll never be able to unsee that.
No.
Wow.
I believed her. I didn't need pics for proof. You know what I mean?
I don't want to see anything to do with that dude. But yeah, long story short, I got to roll. But this GS guy, he's never had Billy and Andrea stay in his house or go and do a bunch of shit with him or spend a bunch of time with him. He's never talked to Billy's dad. He's never talked to Andrea's dad. He didn't talk to Andrea right before she died. He didn't get the text messages about Billy the day before. The guy's got no room to talk. He's literally trying to save Billy's ass from a public perception nightmare, and it's not going to matter because the cops are going to do their job, and this stuff takes a while, but they're going to get him.
Well, at the end of the day, Todd's saving his own ass when he's doing that because he was involved in doing illegal shit with that group. That's all. I mean, that's the way I see it. Todd's probably I don't think Todd gives a flying fuck about anybody other than himself.
I didn't know who the hell he was until I got that link sent to me.
Is that generally specific?
I've never heard of him.
Yeah.
Generally specific, his real name's Todd. And yeah, he was
given
peddling
me his contact information and told me to reach out to him, and I did like months prior. So I thought that he was like an ally. So I reached out to him like right off the bat because I didn't know like a lot of you to be able to like reach out to you because this just doesn't seem right.
Nothing about Billy's relationship towards the end with her seemed right at all. It was extremely screwed up, and he was gone all the time and using her resources and leaving her. And then he was out there on these dating sites. It was really messed up.
And I don't see why this wouldn't be practical to investigate. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you investigate this?
Oh, they are.
It needs investigated.
I'm going to log
definitely
out,
being
but
investigated.
thank you for listening and letting me share that. And rip this apart, please, for Andrea, if it's in your heart. God bless you.
Take it easy, guys. I'm going to roll too.
You all take care.
Absolutely.
Sorry about your loss.
Interesting. Huh. Interesting. I got 2 more videos. We're going to take a little break. Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah. Everybody come. I'm going to say hi, everybody. Hey, AKK. Eat my eggplant, AKK, pink taco. Hey, coffee. Hey, pink taco, AKK. Pink taco ass. What's up? What's up, everyone in the chat? What do you,
Yeah, what's up?
what do you think? I didn't even know that he was showing his pee-pee.
He was showing his whole naked body.
Oh my God, that's sick.
That's what we were talking about the other day. You know what else he did? He also put her naked body on there
Yeah,
without her consent.
but
Eh.
no, Havoc, no, you're nice, no. Okay, okay,
Havoc,
North
sir.
Roots. Oh,
Oh, you're gonna get next. You're gonna be next. Doing that shit.
I think Pink Taco is North Roots. Oh. Okay, next.
So Northwoods took his own channel down?
No, he did?
No, I'm being sarcastic about what you
Oh,
just
yeah.
said.
Okay. We got this one this one is done. Let's see what's this one. Hold on. Okay, that's the one we hold on. When they're gonna play the whole 7 hours thing, we're gonna play pits by pits. But parts you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let's set the video. Okay. Let's make it big.
I know, right? That's why I said it.
Get to screen. Okay. Let me see what the part is going to be. Hold on. Okay, here is the part. Okay, hold on.
Motherfuckers down here. I mean, it's.
He's the one how those guys ended up at your house?
Can't say that he's not when he's been saying it, because I've heard people have texted me over and over. He's been fucking orchestrating this whole thing, trying to get people down here. I mean, it's even on the court record now that Sean Porter said that I'm going to make the mountain folk of Western North Carolina know about the rabbit.
Yeah.
So?
And why it's different. Oh.
I think another little spark just sparked off in Secret's brain, everybody. She just epiphanized.
Oh my.
Shit's wild.
All right. Yeah. There's a piece that I was missing. The fuck?
I'm looking at the zoomies
Later,
again, guys.
Okay. Oh.
Because I don't know anybody who doesn't love dogs that have zoomies.
Okay. Whose property is this? West Side?
Say
West
what?
Side, are you there? Whose property this is? Hold on. Let me make
Whose
this video.
property?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You see the 2 dogs? That's Adrian's, correct?
It looks like it, but I
Hold
don't
on.
know.
Let me play it.
Imagine.
That's a beach, isn't it?
Well, one of my favorite things is when my dogs get the zoomies.
There's cliffs right there. Yeah, that's the beach. So maybe her property.
I thought one of the dogs died. Is it the one of the dogs got beat up?
I'm not sure. I think it's the little one, no?
No, hold on.
There's Andrea.
Okay. Yeah, hold on. It's gotta be. It's at home. Look, hold on. Look at this. Look. Let me play the video again. It's at home.
Chief's like, I thought I
It's at
smelled.
home.
It's not the backyard. It's some backyard or somewhere else.
The brain. Oh goodness. This might be our Choose Joy clip, guys.
This happened.
We'll make our own
as
Choose
of
Joy
right
clip.
now,
We
they
have
haven't
a
had a
little music over this. We get a 60-second clip of dogs
Hold
doing
on.
some zoomies.
If anyone since the past send me a video or something, it's this video played on November 3rd, 2025. West Side.
Say it again.
Then the video was November 3rd, 2025. I seen it 1 minute ago. You know? That was last year. Okay. If Adrian
Wait, you said what? What date was it?
November 3rd, 2025.
That was like a couple weeks ago, Gregory. That was when they uploaded the video.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's when
And
we're 24. I thought it was 24.
And did the
Okay.
live stream.
Yeah. But you see how she's happy?
Right.
And how?
I think hold on, wait, let me look at my picture. Hold on. Because I think the dog shit. Hold on, let me look at the picture real quick. Picture. Where's the picture at? Where's it at? Where's it at? It's a thumbnail somewhere. Where is it at? I just fucking had that picture. Where is it at? Close.
No, Adrian's dead, Rebecca.
The white one, the little white one right there is the one.
Who he killed?
Yeah, who Billy did.
How the fuck you killed this big dog? He must have a freaking force. You know? He must be
Well,
a
not
big
the big
guy.
dog, the little one that's on the screen right there.
Yeah, I know, but he's kind of not that small, you know? How can he hit the force? He must have some big muscles or some big temper, you know?
Yeah, he was pissed. Remember, I guess the dog kept pissing or shitting somewhere or something like that.
Doesn't seem like the dog pissed.
I mean, the dog was probably old, so when they're slowly dying and stuff, they can't control certain things. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? If the dog is old, that will sleep more. That won't active. Because my sister had a dog before. When she's old, she didn't do nothing. Just sleep all night.
well, not all dogs, but I mean, I know what you're saying. But not all dogs are like that. I mean, depending on how they're aging and what's going on. Remember, and the dogs haven't had their eggs that Andrea cooked them every day. I'm sure Billy wasn't doing that. He didn't know how to cook them. They probably were missing out on her seasoning or something that he didn't put in.
True.
I mean, it could have been anything. Really.
Well,
And then there's Lucci, bro.
Dove actually goats fainting.
Look, there's Lucci, bro. He was the elder baby that we had to put down.
Oh,
That's a lie.
knees.
We didn't
No,
put
they're
that dog
Tibetan
down.
Spaniel.
What?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Bullshit. Put it down. Bullshit. Okay.
That's what his story is.
When did the dog die? When did it when?
That day that Don Carney went live and said that he beat the hell out of that dog.
Then it's like 3 months ago. How can it be fucking old? It can't be old. It
The
can
dog
be.
was old, Gregory.
Remember the video because anyone's alive, okay? It's gotta be within 1 year. It's gotta be. West Side. The dog is like 2 years, like it's like okay, for example, if the dog is old, okay? It was taken last year. He won't hardly walk. Or have a good poo poo. You know
Well,
what I
I'm
mean?
sure he had more than a year left. It was just now he didn't because Billy took his hands to him, allegedly.
Yeah.
Well, we know he did because Don Carney said he did after
Yeah,
telling the
I don't know,
story.
but look at this picture. Like,
Right. This video had to be at least last November. It didn't look like her backyard, but when we get ready to watch the video, we'll see if that's her backyard.
Yeah. But he was to the point. You'll hear people say, "Oh, when he punched or choked out a dog," they're referring to this one.
Supposedly he has.
I think I've.
This is Lucio. Oh, you muted.
I'll shape him some great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, she's getting attacked there. Yep, there's Lucio, bro.
Aw.
And we think that he had a hard time after Andrew. He was
How
walking
old was
around.
he?
14.
Oh.
He was walking around pooping as he was walking, and the last
Aw.
day he's just looking at me, and yeah, I mean, how you can tell on this one too. You can see how old he was. Good boy. The zoomies. And this was before we got Muggsy too. All right, let's go back to this asshole.
Themselves just to make a damn video. He's not entertaining. He's just overly aggressive for no reason, and he's only does that with people who can't fight back, like police officers and girls. I mean, like
hold on.
The guy.
Yeah, pause.
We're going right here. Hold on. Huh?
So.
Oh, I said pause.
That's really fucking cool.
Okay, hold on.
My flags and stuff. Yeah. So I mean, this is what Loin and I were doing when.
That's a picture never seen before, people. Never seen before in any other channels except mine.
Right. So for public safety, the actual Chris Ryder.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
Chris, you want to come up? You want to come up?
He just dropped the link. Todd said this secret girl was banging Rabbit when Andrea was killed. Okay, so if that was the case, then he's got more because we only knew the name Christy Ray. But when she flashed the badge being a nurse, we made out a couple letters and we got Courtney. So I mean, it could be, Christy Ray could just be the name being thrown out there as a detour or whatever, like to detour us from who we actually need to investigate. But now we know a Courtney, but there's also a Christy Ray, who Don Carney said that Billy was also messing with before Andrea was taken from us. But go ahead, Gregory.
Is any house right here? Beside?
I think what he was talking about.
It seems nice.
I think what Rabbit was talking about before we paused it was that they were looking at lights. So I'm not sure if that's her house or not.
Yeah.
But God forbid we do things for our own outside of the YouTube realm. Everybody, no, we have to do things by YouTube. We need
You have
do
to be
things
hanging
by the
outside.
1A.
You got to be hanging outside courthouses.
Like, no, it's.
Oh, is that all she thinks we do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dove asked, "Do they like ice cubes?" There you go.
Yes, 2 of them do.
Oh,
And I
she
can't
knew
put
that.
ice cubes. Oh, Dove, you know this.
What?
Is that the water in Arizona does not get cold in the summer, no matter.
What? What's that?
She answered the question about the dogs liking the ice cubes.
Yeah.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, but how would she know if she lives in Arizona?
Exactly.
And ice cubes actually do become ice cubes when you put them in the fucking freezer in Arizona.
Yes. She don't live in fucking Arizona. I don't think so. I think she's
I'm
lying.
not sure if that's who it was, but it could be Christy Red. I'm not sure that's because secret Asian girl hasn't been on video, I don't think.
No.
Or maybe she has, I don't know. Where's Stephanie? She would be the one to ask. I'm not always on YouTube. I go to the toilet, sleep and stuff. Right.
How
Right,
hard you try, it
everybody
just doesn't
should.
happen.
Oh.
And I have to put
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
ice cubes in their water bowl, and then the water ends up everywhere because the 2 of them are digging for the ice cubes.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Your cat is 20 pounds. That's a big kitty.
What the crap? Okay, hang on, everybody. We're gonna play this again if you didn't see it. This is like probably about 7 o'clock or so.
Shit is dark as fuck out there.
Okay, there we go. Kick in. I don't know how long this is going to take to. Alright, perfect. Yeah, so I used the lights that are wrapped around the trees. They're customizable.
It's his house.
So I used them, and Sean took that as, oh my god, he's still at the house. Got my, I got all my flags and stuff. So I did it how, like I've told you quite a few times now. I've done it how Andrea would have wanted me to do things, and clearly it worked because these dudes they fell for it. They literally thought that I was still at the house. It's like, you literally fell for it hook, line, and sinker, bro.
He was supposed to have left the house yesterday. That was the deadline set by her father's attorneys, and this lawyer said he would have his stuff out by September 1. And he just needed more time for that.
And I've had, you can somewhat see it. If you guys look at the center of the screen here, there's a white little blob on the tree, like directly in the center of the screen. That's one of many security cameras Loin and I had around the property. Right? That's just one that looks up on the driveway, and that's a pan tilt zoom.
Although
it's hard to see. It's
right there.
This is like Christmas time.
Yeah. If you go back a little bit,
you can see it right here.
It's right there on the white. Yeah, the white and red tree. It's right now. Yep, I see it. Okay.
What happened?
I don't know.
That was last year. You
I mean, like,
dumbass.
why is he playing
Christmas.
something from?
Yeah, from Christmas, yeah. You was in the property stayed on Christmas, dumbass.
Oh, they
We
fell
talking
for it. They
Oh
fell for
my
it.
god,
You're so stupid. Like you're playing
you
videos from like
fucking dumb, bro. You're the dumbest person on YouTube, and your girlfriend too. Okay, both of you.
she's
I'm
sitting
calling
back
you
there.
up on the phone.
She's sitting back there just eating up your fucking dumbass words. What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Everybody
Like
knows
this is
it's funny.
Christmas shit. Why are you playing a
Yes.
video for Christmas
Yeah.
and trying to prove a point? What are you trying to prove? You can't prove your point right here. You were allowed in the house by Andrea. I mean, like you were literally allowed at Christmas time. This is Christmas. Even the date up there says September 21st. Now, why would he be showing Christmas? Anyways, go ahead. This guy's so fucking stupid.
I know. Rabbit and Miss Rabbit, I'm calling out. Go on my panel and say something.
Of my cursor showing up on the screen.
It is for me.
That's
Yeah,
not
it's
camera.
showing up on the
Isn't it?
other
Hold on.
stream too.
That's one of many.
That's not a camera. Isn't it?
I mean, it's a camera. It's it's a prop.
It looks like it looks like an eggplant, you know? It looks like angel food, you know? Huh, okay.
Security cameras we've had. So even when I was,
did you see that? It says September 21st, 2024. West side. September 21st. The video. 2024.
Yeah, but that video that he's playing is still Christmas, so it had to be the Christmas the year before.
I know.
That makes no sense.
You so stupid, Rabbit. We see the date, dumbass. Oh my god.
It doesn't make sense. Like he's sitting there trying to put something in our faces that we can fucking blatantly see because we do our research.
Exactly.
Out of the property, I still had security cameras there.
And that's how you. Oh no, you knew that those other guys were there because you were watching the live.
Well, General Specific sent me the live, but then that's why I checked the cameras and had all this other stuff. So yeah. And then there's one. You're not gonna be able to see it because it's dark, but there's one right on this tree right here as well. And then there's others around. So we had things laid out to where, I still had eyes on. I still had eyes on the property.
He was no longer living in the house. Well, he's doing videos from the house as recently as last night. So here's what happened. A guy with no money hooks up with a girl.
Dove asked Secret, do they have automatic timed water dishes for dogs? I'm not sure if you can set it up for a certain amount of water at a time. I was wondering that too, Dove. I didn't suggest that because I didn't want to sound like a fool with multiple dog scenario.
I was thinking about that too.
So they don't.
Go on. Well, what was saying, Sam?
That was just a joke. I guess it didn't work because hey, how you doing? The other, what's her name, man?
West side.
Oh, how you doing? You got interesting people up. So what's going on, man? What's the deal, yo?
We are like the guy Rabbit killed his wife, and we are going to we play it to see what everybody knows what's going on, you know.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a long story. It's like Hey, Wilson, can you explain it a bit? Wilson, are you there?
Yeah. Okay, so me.
Sam?
Yeah, hi Sam. Welcome back.
Hey, man.
So in May 30th, 2025, this year, Lion One, Andrea, she was a very good, I guess, supporter of the 1A community. She was really into it, and would chat and be in everybody's live streams. Was murdered or off, how do you say, unalived by her husband. And he's told the officers or the police or whoever, the sheriff, that she unalived herself. And he had all kinds of stories that he made up, all kinds of stuff that he had that he shared with us all on live streams.
Oh, I think I heard about this.
Yeah,
That he's trying to get justice, but the law ain't listening.
the law never listens. They do it at their time. So right now it's not benefiting anybody but Billy, because he's not in jail.
Yeah, it sucks, right? Because you want to think that nobody get away with murder, but now there's this possibility. At least look into the thing, man. It's get off your asses, do your job. This is the real thing, and I'm just saying from how you tell it, man, because I don't know, but.
Well, and the thing is like they want to arrest journalists for doing First Amendment protected activity, but you got somebody that's unaliving people here and there and everywhere. I mean, because it's not the only one. He even supposedly or allegedly off the dog too. He punched the hell out of the dog.
Wow.
Doing ungodly things to animals and humans.
So, like, what's the current status of what's going on that you know, as much as you know? What's like currently going on with that?
Well, the family or the trust is contesting the marriage because she was only married to him for 3 months before he unalived her. He's taking all her.
It's like if they were married, isn't it like if you're married one day? I wonder what the law is about that.
Well, and it's North Carolina, but at this point, he's taken all her items, including the cars, a truck. I think it was a truck, a couple of, I want to say like ATVs, but it's something else. It's like a buggy and some other campers and stuff.
That doesn't suggest really guilt, because a normal slime bucket would probably do that too. So what's the main thing suggesting, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, that day or the next day, he supposedly called the bank and tried to get the money out. Monday morning, he tried to call and get the money out. I think he called the life insurance. He's tried to do so much and is not getting paid out. But
I mean, is anything like directly that suggests that he was guilty? I mean, because a lot of
his little story, besides cleaning the gun,
what,
or the pew pew, besides cleaning it, doing CPR on a head wound.
Yeah, like that seems not good. Right?
Going to, you have a premonition early in the morning, like 11 o'clock in the morning, and you say you have to be home by 3 or 3:30, whatever the story was, and you stop and you go to Hobby Lobby and you get these things and you go here and you're getting eggs and you're doing all this shit before you even check on your wife. Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
well, that sounds.
Everybody.
Hi.
Welcome in.
Hey, man.
Hey, I got a little insight. I'm just sitting here watching. Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing really well. Sorry, my dog.
Oh, Sam, this is Chris White. This is Sam. I know him from a month now, from another area.
Yeah, that's okay. I want to hear what this man has to say.
Yeah. So the insight that I could offer you, I think the easiest way to explain why, the biggest reason why people conclude guilt on William Bartholomew's part, which is who we know as Rabbit on YouTube, besides the fact that he's a constant liar, like nothing that comes out of his mouth has ever been true, unless it is something that he can't get out of. Like he'll take a piece of the truth and then he'll spin it into a narrative for himself. So we all know that he lies on his own.
Well, that's like my last co-host. You know, he was on for 250 streams, and I found out he was a real slum. He got worse and worse, man. But yeah.
Yeah, so a habitual liar is kind of pretty easy to figure out. You know how they're going to lie about everything. But
What
here's
I'm
the
saying is
biggest.
it took me 250, sometimes yes, but some of these people are psychopathic and you just get fooled, man. And it sounds like maybe this guy is a liar, but I guess he's a good liar or something because you're saying maybe he should be in jail, but he's not in jail. So he's kind of slick or there's some reason his lies, he's getting away with it.
I think the biggest reason for him not being in jail is the derelict and neglect of the police that were on top of it. Because here's what I was going to say. The biggest clue that we have that William is guilty is his own stories. He has told many times online. He has repeated what happened that day. And not only do they all differ from one another, they have slight variations that makes him a little more protected each time he tells it. But the main thing is that the facts as he tells it, he could have only been the perpetrator.
Wow.
Like in his own story. I'll give you an example. He said, well, first of all, like here, I'll just give you a few facts. The man says that he got a premonition from God that sent him home way earlier than he was supposed to be home that day. Okay.
He's using the Lord's name kind of in vain to provide us some kind of evidence. So he's probably cursed, in a spiritual sense.
He's definitely not going to heaven. If there's the type of God he's leaning on, he won't be in his graces. So first of all, he'll
probably look underneath the ground, man. If there is a hell place and he did it, he'll end up there if one's spiritual. Like maybe I like to think I am.
Yeah. Well, I hope so too. I mean, for Andrea's sake and that dog's sake. But he said that he got a premonition and came home hours early that day. And in his own story, he claims that he heard nothing, saw nothing, knew nothing, walked in his house, noticed a dog bowl for some fucking reason. He's talking about dog bowls, food bowls, instead of the actual event that occurred that everyone's asking about. He's talking about fucking dog bowls. And then he claims he goes to the bathroom in an adjacent area, even though there's a bathroom in the master bedroom where he claims is his room, right? So he goes and he takes a shower. While he's in the shower, he shaves all of his hair off. This is a dude with a huge, long beard in which he has pride in, right?
So is there a reason, like he's thinking maybe he better change his appearance?
Well, I'm thinking he was worried about blood being in the beard because the next fact in his story is he says that he went into what he called Andrea's room, right? And it was after he's claiming it was after he showered and everything. He noticed that there was a gun laying by his wife, right? And his instinct, this is what he claims, his instinct was to pick the gun up and rack it. Like, come on. Then
maybe you've talked about this before, but they always talk about what is a DNA. Did that come into should this come into this story?
Sure. I think the most damning DNA probably would have been found in his beard, right? Which has been mentioned many times by many people.
Mm-hmm. Or his hands.
In his hair.
Or his hands, the gunshot residue.
Well, hold on. Yeah, well, gunshot, right. Gunshot residue, like gunpowder should have been tested, and it wasn't.
It wasn't.
So, and then here he is talking about he racked it. Well, what excuse would you need for the fingerprints and DNA on the gun? You would say you fucking racked it, right? Like now he's excused for having his DNA and fingerprints on the racking mechanism of the weapon. So he's lying to make excuses for himself like he always does in every single episode of everything he's ever been on social media. The dude is a habitual fucking liar. Excuse my French, Gregory. I know it's your channel.
I don't care.
I know you don't, buddy.
We don't give a fuck.
If we're gonna dig into this, let's fucking dig, man. I'm gonna say it with my chest.
Give me a shovel. Let's
You
dig.
know,
Can you get body cam from the sheriff, or they probably won't give it right now, huh?
man, they probably ain't got body cam at that sheriff's department. Shit, they got like 6 cops.
What's up
Because
with
Rabbit
this?
says he haven't. Rabbit have a body cam. Because
Rabbit has his own body
Because,
cam.
you know, if
Yeah,
I
we're
was
not
a
his,
copper,
right?
I'd be interested. To me, this is like the top of their the deal to deal with. So what's going on with the police force? You think they'd be wanting to capture somebody who did it? So what's going on here, man?
Well, so I've checked into quite a bit of that, and other people have done it way better than me or dug way deeper than I have. But from what I understand, the sheriff's department's a very small agency. He's in North Carolina. North Carolina's process requires that the investigation on murders and things such as have to go to the state department, not the county or the city or the, you know what I'm saying? So like they have, it's called SBI.
Here's the deal, yo. If they can't, if they can't handle it, which is maybe what you're suggesting, that's where they need to ask the bigger organizations.
They have one. That's what I was telling you. They have in North Carolina. They use an agency called SBI,
So
State
what's
Bureau
up
of
with that
Investigation.
agency? So what have they done?
have it. They have it, but
What have they done with it?
They picked up after they were assigned the case from the county sheriff's department, which the county sheriff's department has been proven time and time again in Spruce Pine, which is Mitchell County. I mean, hell, they can't even keep up with their fucking webpage. I looked on their website the other day and it said permanently closed, and there's no way to get a hold of them. I finally found their phone number, so they can't even keep up with their websites, much less.
Well, does that have to do with the government been shut down? Now it's open, so eventually they're going to have to respond. But that may have been the reason. A lot of places were shut down, man.
Well, that would have just been the federal government for the federal shutdown, not states.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, they were open. I finally found the number to call them, but they can't. My point is that they're such a small, non-resourced agency that, like, they, they're just not equipped. So, and they admit that in this case, they admit that they're not equipped and that they turned this case over.
Here's the deal.
Well, hold on. Here's the problem. Here's the biggest problem that I see with that transfer of this case. The day it happened, the sheriff's department nor SBI, nobody was there to interrogate William. Nobody interrogated that piece of shit. So he found
or
his
confiscated
way.
any of the electronics or anything else.
Yeah, they gave him opportunity to go back and get rid of evidence.
I haven't followed this. They can call him in now. I don't know the update. Wouldn't that be good?
Well,
call
SBI
him in
has
now.
the case now, but look at how much they lack at this point where they received the case. They're lacking an interrogation on the moment in the spot, right?
Wow.
They're lacking evidence because I think Westside brought this up. They didn't even pull the U-pipes off the sinks to get the hair out to see if there's DNA on it. I think the murder weapons were even, like the weapons were even tampered with. Like what are you giving to this SBI unit to start off with?
Yeah,
it's a bunch
here's
of garbage.
the deal too. Why somebody like you knows so much more than the people getting paid to do it. So something smells in Denmark, Gregory, about this. And we're talking about life, death, justice. And why do I only have to come here to hear about it? Something's wrong. This should be a big story, don't you guys think?
I do.
We've been trying to get it as a big story. Nobody would pick it up.
Well, this kind of stuff happens in their area. You know what I mean? Like,
why won't they pick it up? It seems a natural.
Yeah, and there's
Small
a huge drug and theft epidemic in that area.
Yep.
And they focus on that a little bit for the media, but it's definitely that story is not fully told.
And they keep their numbers down, so it's all lies. Like if you've been unalive by somebody taking your life, you're the actual victim. You're actually been labeled as you've been suicide or suicided yourself.
Whoa.
Keeps your numbers down.
It just makes the government look like they're doing a better job than what they are when the media fails to bring these types of things to the light. So
politics.
I think the government has always had an incentive to keep negative spotlights.
So then they can
right?
say they're doing their jobs. Anyway, nice meeting you. Thanks for bringing me up, Gregory.
You're welcome.
Take care.
It was a good conversation. Thanks for the opportunity, Sam. So, you all heard what Todd said about this secret courtship, aka we think Courtney.
Courtney, yeah.
Because now once people were onto the name, switched it to secret agent gal. I guess because courtship and Courtney are maybe telltale.
But see, we didn't get it till after she, I guess, put up her name badge.
Yeah, so she was. I tricked her into that, and I'm not done with her anywhere by any means. I want to know who this bitch is and what her deal is.
Everybody wants to know what it is.
I know Courtney, so if we can get Courtney, and it's Arizona, and supposedly it's Arizona, but I don't know if it's really Arizona.
Yeah, but she's like
that
Rabbit.
nursing department is not in Arizona.
First of all,
GS was trying to when GS was doing his live when she was on the panel, she was asking her, and GS said, "I don't know who you are." He went to Rabbit channel to pay to see who she is. Then Rabbit somehow hidden the video on his live, and something I don't know why he's hiding Rabbit. I don't know if she's fucking her or that's his girlfriend.
Well, I mean, Todd knows more than most of us because he admitted to being involved in the scamming. So
right.
Todd knows more than any of us. Todd's been in some backstage talks. Todd's done some private conversations. Todd knows Rabbit pretty close. They were literally in crime together. So yeah, Rabbit shared some shit with Todd. So when Todd, even though Todd lies about 99% of things that come out of his stupid fucking mouth, I believe the part where he was mad at Rabbit and said, one, you were scamming people and putting the shit in your garage. I believe that. I already called that before they admitted it.
Yes, I agree.
And the other thing that I believed him on was when he said, Secret, you were fucking Rabbit the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's why. That's why we got pissed off.
Which we thought, or everybody was saying her name was Christy Ray. So I don't know if she was using a different name or Rabbit was using a different name or because Hawk even knows Christy Ray. So I don't know where this one comes from, where Courtney is, or if she was using a different name, or there's whole nother girl.
Well, the thing about that club is that do they strive on faulty information floating around social media?
Right, but this was coming from Don Carney that it was Christy Ray, or even not just Christy Ray, or not just Don Carney. Before that, it was Andrea, I believe. She told her best friend and Sean Porter and them that it was Christy Ray.
Yeah, but hold on. We're assuming that Rabbit was only cheating with one girl now. I don't believe that for a minute. He was all over social media with his dick hanging out. Dude was probably fucking anything that walked past him.
It is Kaiser Secessions.
And I know you're listening, Secret Courtney. That makes you a disgusting whore.
Mm-hmm. A home wrecker.
Nasty whore.
Yep, I said it, home wrecker. And how the fuck does she know about the damn dogs and what the dogs like?
I don't understand, Chris. I don't know why Rabbit will come on my panel and discuss it and talk over me.
You already know he's not. I don't know why you keep wanting.
And
you want it so bad.
You know what he did to me, Chris? You know what he did to me? He freaking copyrighted me playing Andrea music. He copyrighted me. I got a strike.
Yep.
You know that?
Yeah, they're going to do whatever they can to keep, people like you who are calling him out and checking his lies. They're going to do anything they can to shut you down. I mean, look at me. I'm up against the KKK here in my area, and I couldn't be more harassed electronically by these fools. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do it. They make false allegations. They say a lot of shit, and then they run and try to get your channel deleted or your, post taken down or whatever. They're trying to, create a narrative.
You
Well,
know me
that's what he
almost 3
did with
years,
the.
Chris. You know me almost 3 years. That's why to shut my channel down. That's why to pull about me. And look at me. I'm still better and stronger, you know?
Right,
Yeah,
and
keep
they're
going,
mad
buddy.
about it, Gregory. They're mad about
Right.
it.
And just understand you should expect that they're going to continue to do it and get more aggressive about it. I mean, like I said, look at the situation I've been in over the past year and a half. By the way, so it dawned on me, you know, because we all know, like, do you all understand the connection between the Klan from Kentucky and Scarborough and now Todd and I'm going to say probably Rabbit as well? Like, you all know about where the KKK came to my hearing and stuff for JJ, right?
No.
You all didn't know about that? That happened
No.
over a year ago. They came on
Oh,
behalf
yeah,
of
that's what, yes. Yes.
right.
I
So
seen a
that's
video
the
of
group that
it.
Todd's
Yes.
been cozying up with. You know the moonshine that Todd drank on stream?
Yeah.
Okay, he got that from them, from
Mm.
Pat, one of the dudes that's in that organization out of Carrollton.
Hmm.
Well, you know, Todd was well involved with them. So was Scarborough when that group went to North Carolina. As a matter of fact, Greg, the dude that rode with them, he drove his own truck, but he was going there with them. And he trailered government property with his truck when they went to North Carolina. That dude has the tattoo on his hand, a white power tattoo, right? And it dawned on me, Savage Saints.
Mm-hmm.
Do you all understand the significance of that name?
Oh, yeah.
From a white nationalist perspective?
Oh, yeah. I just think that's not how you put that. How you put it like this? Yes, yeah. That's like a that's the
I
correct
think that's what Andrea realized too when she realized it.
I don't know who would realize it. I mean, and I'm also not trying to like stir like, you know, tinfoil hat conspiracy shit, but I am saying that, you know, you're definitely colluding with this organization because I know for a fact you are. I see the people and you coming to visit Kentucky, right? And I know who you're visiting. I know them. They are that organization, right? Like Greg is that organization. So when I see photographs of you together, and then you turn around and you name your company, your nonprofit, Savage Saints, and you're talking the same religious mumbo jumbo that comes from the saints that are in white nationalism. You know, I'm going to put 2 and 2 together because I'm not a fucking moron and I can do baby math. So what about that, Rabbit? We know you're listening. Why don't you in Secret Courtship explain where you came up with the name together while you fucking screwed each other and decided how you're going to get rid of Andrea?
I think because Hulk is. I talked to Hulk and Facebook, and he wants to talk to me after the trial, all about Rabbit, all about the service after the trial. You know, I don't know if he's going to do it or not. You know, I hope he does.
Well, I think a lot of people would have a hard time admitting if, you know what I'm saying, even if they knew that Rabbit's organization had that name because it bared resemblance to something that disgusting. A lot of people aren't going to want to talk about that aspect. However, you know, I think under these circumstances, we should all come together. You know, even if you are white nationalists and you were involved in some dumb shit, you know, we can set that aside to figure out what's going on here between William and what happened to Andrea. Because I think priority, we need to know all the real facts with no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So if there were people that were involved in Savage Saints that are ashamed or whatever, if there was, you know, some type of connection between that title and what I'm suggesting, you know, if you knew that or didn't know that, like, we don't care for this thing. We just want the facts so we can find out what, you know, so we can get justice for Andrea here. And I've maintained all along, like, I'm not on the same platform when it comes to Andrea, like I respect everyone's love and care for her, but I'm going to say, and I've maintained this all along, I don't really know her. I didn't really know her. And my little bit of interaction with her, she was not she wasn't the greatest person in my interactions with her. I knew her for for lying, right? And I knew her for covering for Billy. However, I also respect her life. And I think that what happened to her is fucking egregious. And nobody should have suffered that, especially at that man's hands, because he is everything hatred, like disgusting and nasty and vile that a human being can be. And I'm talking about William Bartholomew. He is fucking disgusting. So, like, I forgive like my experiences with Andrea for sure. I did that right when they happened. You know what I mean? I felt like she was just covering for him. But my point is that we're not all like trying to pretend like everything's hunky-dory in every facet. We're saying this obvious unaliving needs to be solved and justice needs to be had.
Mm-hmm.
We all agree on that. Sorry, I'll get off my soapbox.
Well, back to the video. Let's see. Let me see.
I can only stay for a few minutes because I got to run get food for everybody here in a minute.
Okay. Hey, before we start, I know I've been following you almost 3 years. When it's like you and Tiffany have a hard life, and I know that. I know the whole details, but I'm not going to say because you got balls. You know that, Chris. At least you stand up to your girlfriend and the kids. That's to me that's good in my book.
I appreciate that, Gregory. Thank you.
You're welcome. You've been fighting that for years. I know that. A lot of people doesn't know because your channel is gone. And all the videos you played, it's all gone,
Yeah. I mean, the worst part, that's a financial strike, but I'm still here. The worst part is just the fact that they don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like they know that Tiffany's innocent. They know that I'm innocent of anything. They know that she has innocent children. And these disgusting, vile type of people, they just don't give a fuck, man. Like their whole point, they want to hurt women and children. They want to. It's for some reason that makes them feel good, And so I don't know. I'm just having a hard time kind of just like with humanity, if that makes sense. Like I know that the good people far outnumber these pieces of shit, but it's just so obvious to me that they're somewhat accepted. These vile piece of shit, woman and child abusing type of people like Todd Bryant, they're accepted in society, and it just fucking disgusts me. And I'm having a hard time dealing with that. But thank you. I appreciate it. I don't mean to I'm just sitting here unloading my feelings.
Okay, let's see. We're going to fast forward this in a bit. Okay, very.
I would love to have a weighted blanket. Oh my God, but it's too fucking hot in Arizona to have one.
I don't believe she's in Arizona.
All right, so I am. I did have the video project almost finished on the phone. I just didn't export it yet. So I did have all these clips that I was putting together of our little lifestyle. So that's funny. I'm so glad I blind reacted to this.
Marries her, and then immediately tries to take everything she has, takes her breath away, literally, and not like the Berlin song from the movie Top Gun. I mean, he literally takes her breath away, and then he tries to take away her trust fund from her 2 children, her Ford Ranger truck that daddy bought her, her camper that daddy bought her, the house.
So if we're gonna go off that narrative, Sean, then Daddy was supposed to buy her a new Dodge Ram and was delaying the fact, and Andrew was scared to ask him because if she would have asked old dear Tim Matthews, hey, what's the status on our new truck? Our Ranger's getting over 80,000 miles now, and as per Daddy, I never have a vehicle over 30,000 miles. Where's my new truck, Dad? So, if we're going off that narrative, Sean, then we were supposed.
What do you think about that?
Hey, wow.
Yeah.
What a fucking, I mean,
I
could you
know,
make it any more clear, Rabbit?
Exactly.
That you fucking
Why couldn't her
use
husband
people?
take care of it?
Yeah, what are you doing as a fucking man, Rabbit, you pussy? You can't even fucking get your own piece of shit car, much less steal them from other people, from other men that fucking work. I know you're listening, Rabbit. And here's another thing, Rabbit. If you're so fucking innocent, why don't you post all that security fucking footage from all around the house that you're bragging about from them fucking cameras from that day? Pussy. Everybody send this video all over the place until you make sure that Rabbit watches it. I've got questions.
That video is only a week and a half old, Chris.
I would love it if his
last week.
fucking... I would love it if he would quit being such a pussy and come up on this fucking panel with me. Bring your little girlfriend, secret whoreship.
She knows all of it, but she's only just been here for a little bit.
Yeah,
what
for
a
2 months.
fucking lie, right?
Yeah, I
that's
know,
as true as her living in Arizona. You know, the first rule of fake account is that you don't fucking tell people where you're at. So when she keeps claiming she's in Arizona, that bitch is lying through her dentures.
Hey, but she can come to Arizona and get some new ones.
You know what I'm starting to wonder? I'm wondering if that was even really her badge.
Right, because it could have been just a detour away from the Christy Ray shit.
Well, I called it in the moment because I'm the one that got her to show that. Remember, I told her she wasn't a nurse just to because I knew the bitch would be dumb enough to fucking try to prove it, and I'm trying to get information on her. They walk into my fucking fly traps as if they don't see them coming. They're so stupid. So she showed the badge in response to me telling her she was a liar about being a nurse. And she fell right into my fucking trap. And I said it right then. That shit could have been just a video you pulled from Google. That didn't prove anything. And I'm working on finding out. I will know by the end of this week whether or not Courtney works at that company. For sure.
Let me know.
And if she's a nurse.
Let me know. I'm alive. Come up and let me know. Everybody wants to know who she is.
Well, and the other thing is, she's saying it's out of Arizona, but why isn't the company showing up Arizona when you go into the website?
Yeah, no, they don't have a base in Arizona. They do have 35,000 employees though. So like I could see it being somewhat difficult. Now, I mean, it's not that they can't narrow it down. We're talking about a girl in hospice named Courtney with a G in the middle of her last name and an RN, right? So like that's an awful lot of identifying factors, even for a company with 35,000.
Well, even that, I mean, has she not been watching any of the TikTok videos of the nurses getting fired for doing this kind of shit?
Which further makes me question. I mean, I know she's a liar. Here's what we know about her. Right. We know she's a liar. That's it. That's what we really, truly know. Everything else, we're just, everything else, we're just throwing things out that aren't true. You know what I'm saying? Like anything we get, we're just, it's a process of elimination to find out what's left. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know whom I know? Maybe Guadalupe. She's a nurse in Guadalupe. Guadalupe. She's a nurse. Maybe she knows who she is. Probably.
I don't know. I think she comes from their. I think she comes from their group, but she could come. Get this. You ready for a drum roll? She may be from Bloomington, Indiana. Uh-oh, secret. Did I just tell one of your secrets? Maybe.
Hmm.
Who do y'all
It's,
know that figures shit out about motherfuckers better than most people on YouTube?
hey, Secret, let me tell you something. You cannot screw up that one-year community. You can't.
Well, you know what? Bitch might be able to fool a few dudes with furry costumes on, but you can't fool an entire fucking internet, you dumb cunt.
Mm-hmm. Okay, back to the video.
Supposed to have a new truck over a year ago. Huh, interesting. Okay, but we don't talk about that shit. No,
What are we doing,
We don't
Rabbit?
talk
Waiting
about
for her to get a
how
new truck?
Andrea was debilitated and she couldn't work, and she lived off of the operational funds for the home that her dad sent her every year. No, we don't talk about any of
No,
that. We don't talk about.
it was off her music.
You know the red truck is his Facebook for sale. Do you know that? Chris
He
Wiley,
doesn't
if you
even
go
know what
on
she
the
was
link,
even getting her money from. I mean, the money is in a trust, but it's her money she made from her own fucking music.
Well, yeah, but we have a lot of reason to believe that that was not actually her music, that Rabbit's using AI and making grift off of it.
That was her music. She had tablet full with music in it.
That's what is being
Yes,
said, but has that been
he has
verified?
access to her tablet, her computers. He has access to all her stuff. That girl sang.
Hold on, wait a minute, Westside. But what verified? Where did you get the verification from? What's your source? That was actually her music that he discovered on her tablet. Where'd you get that information?
From her on a video. She said it
So
herself on a video when
did
she
she
was
play
talking
any
about
of it or
Sean.
anything?
What's that?
I see. I don't
I'll
know. That's
have
why
to
I'm
go back.
asking you.
I'll have to go back and get it because I swear she said it, and that's her music.
Okay.
It
No,
may
I mean
not
if
be
it
like
came
her
from
music, like it may be her lyrics, and he's just punched it into Suno or whatever, and is using that to play her, have her words and have it sing kind of like her. But
sure. Yeah, I mean it is possible that he's taking what is true. Like, isn't that what I said when I first came up? The motherfucker's notorious for taking a little bit of fact and turning it
right,
into something that
right,
fits his purpose and narrative. But he's
right,
definitely grifting off of her death for sure.
right, because I know like some of the music she didn't post. Some of her music she did not post. A lot of her music she did not post. So why wait until she's not alive no more to play her music? Like,
Right. And we've heard what Rabbit has presented as her music. And as a person who was a musician for fucking 20 years, I'll tell you right now that if it was at that studio quality and that level, she would have been putting it all over the place to get attention, like maybe to get sourced for, through a label or something. Like,
well, remember she was also the one. So how does they get the helicopter?
the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
You mean the one that brought resources after the hurricane?
Right, and he said he got to enjoy it and fly around with them and everything. Wasn't that Andrea's doing too?
Did he really though, or is that a lie?
I don't know. I know
I
there's a
saw the
video
live
of them.
stream.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Well, I just know they had the supplies or whatever, the helicopter, that video.
Yeah, I watched the live stream where the National Guard, and it was right off the back of Rabbit and Lion, both lying and saying that National Guard was only there to hurt people, right? And then the very next day, he's fucking doing a live stream where the National Guard's got this badass fucking, huge helicopter flying resources into him. You know what I mean? Like he
Right,
made
which
himself
that's
look
what
like
I
an
was
idiot.
thinking. She had something to do with that, like okay, I'm assuming, of course. But I'm
No,
thinking
there
she.
the road to Spruce Pine. It's so there's a highway of it's Tennessee, or I'm sorry, the Appalachians. So like all the roads are long and windy and curvy. You might only be going 20 miles, but it'll take you an hour because of the
Right.
roads. And the road to Spruce Pine is a singular highway that actually goes through it. So like up one side and down the other of a mountain, right? So when the mudslides washed out the easy entrance, and all they had left was the backside of the mountain, which goes way around to everything. An hour and some drive probably.
Mhm.
Like they decided those were the areas that were going to get flown resources into first, and that's why it didn't have anything to do with any individual up there. Nobody was like rich and famous and desperate. It was just National Guard was fucking doing their job.
Right.
And listen, here's another thing. If Andrea was that good as the music that's being played now, again, as a musician, you would be so well known in your local area. Like her name would be searchable just from doing like little karaoke gigs and shit like that. You don't get that quality of music, right, from a home studio unless
Maybe
it's
she
AI
had.
generated.
Maybe she had a chance because Rabbit killed her. You know.
It's just, I mean, I'm just saying it's AI. I think it's
Yeah,
AI
I know.
generated.
Because remember, Chris, she's was going back to Ohio. Maybe she wants to start the music. We don't know that.
No, and I'm saying she was probably a very good quality singer.
Yeah.
I just don't think that it was on the level that's being presented today at all. I mean, just with my background, my experience with the music world, you get locally famous at that level, right? Like what's being produced now of Andrea's voice, she would be way well known by a huge number of people already. If she just so much as, sang on her way to the grocery store that well, then she would already be getting popular in her local area. People would have posted about her on the internet.
It is Donnie. I'm thinking that too. Maybe she killed him that part of that too. Maybe she would get more famous. That's why I would kill her. It could be too.
Well, search her name on the internet and see. I've never seen anything about her. I think we're putting too much into, these lies. We're putting too much effort into looking into these lies. I think it's a lie. I don't think she was that good. I think she was a very good singer. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think she was making the music that Rabbit is putting out. I think if she was, she would be all over the internet right now, like a sensation in North Carolina. People would be calling her and begging her to come and work at the local bars every weekend. Karaoke. Minimum.
Well, you got to think too. It was probably in her younger years, college, when she did these songs.
Maybe.
Now that she's older, maybe because when you look at videos, some of the videos, she kind of shies away from the camera. Like she doesn't even want to be in the spotlight. You can tell. You know what I mean?
All right.
Like she literally runs from the camera. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, if they
with
really
a
wanted to,
boyfriend
they
like
could
Rabbit,
research.
he would have had her on American Idol in 5 minutes of meeting her. I don't know.
True. True.
I'm
He
having a
was
hard
trying to
time with a
sell it
lot
to
of this
her.
shit. I think that the whole, crowd around her was a bunch of fucking liars. And it's all coming out now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the card right here on eBay. That's the card. He's saying it, I think.
This is all the stuff he's not supposed to be selling.
Yeah.
So we were clearing up all the down trees from the storm.
Oh, this is after the hurricane. Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
This is, so I'm trying to upload a photo right now, or a video right now.
Why is he in the woods doing that?
I don't know.
His narrative.
Good question.
Fitting his narrative
to the studio.
Yeah, if you're cleaning up after the hurricane damage, wouldn't you be fucking cleaning up where people are and not in the damn woods?
Yep.
Unless you're just fulfilling your probation obligations, right, Rabbit?
You know why I think? I think he's a serial killer. I think because the guy named Sean got murdered next to Andrea home. And another person got hurt. I heard in a camera home. It's murdered. came out knowing her house is about the same addition, you know?
Oh, but look at when he has the secret agent girl up there. He doesn't have Andrea up there no more.
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
He traded her off quick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that was the plan all along, right? Secret horseship.
They're saying 2 and 2.
I know she's watching. I wish she would come up on panel.
I wonder if she the one that did it.
No, she won't.
Go.
Oh, she came to she came to website live a couple days ago, talking shit on the channel.
Yeah, she hasn't been back over
With
in a
a
minute.
secret name.
I think she should come up and face me.
Because she knows
you don't fit her narrative. You don't fit her narrative.
That's why, no?
You don't fit her narrative.
We have 40 people.
I'll break her lies and drag her across the internet, and she knows it. I broke her on Bow's stream one night. She tucked her tail and cried for 3 days on the internet about how mean I was. And I was super nice.
Oh, she was?
Oh, is that what made her go over to the dark side?
No, she was already in the dark side. That was the purpose. She was trying to.
Do you have the video?
It was on Bow's stream. He takes them down. Somebody probably recorded it. But yeah, she was trying to incriminate me, pretending to be non-biased and new to the scene and all that crap. And I actually told her the truth to everything that she asked, you know, because I was luring her into, I knew what she was. I was luring her in. And first of all, I was clearing the table because like she was biased, right? And trying to spin everything in a negative, incriminating light on me. And I set the facts straight. So that was our foundation, you know. So now I'm ready for her. Like, let's play. Come on up, courtship.
That's because that's what Billy fed her.
Well, that's what Todd, I mean, it's her group. That's what I'm saying. That is her group. Todd, Billy, Lick the Boot. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Scarborough. I mean, it's her group. She's in it. That's why I say it. I don't believe she's from Arizona. I think she's from Bloomington, Indiana. And she's affiliated with the Meade County group.
I think they're just saying Arizona because that's why she jumped over here thinking she was going to do some shit.
Yeah, they were using Arizona as to throw you off, you know?
No, because I'm in Arizona.
My partner.
It's an intimidation thing, but it ain't working.
Okay, this is the last will of Andrea. You know, it says Andrea Catherine Matthews declared in Mitchell County, North Carolina, declared this is to be my last will. However, revoking all wills and what is it? Can you read this?
Okay, first of all, that right there is fake. Because look at the date.
Well, what do you think, Chris?
Look at the date on it.
Yeah, June 23rd.
Of what year?
2023. Oh, yeah.
2025.
Wait, what is it? I can't see it on my phone.
It's 2025 of June 23rd.
So it's brand new at the time?
No,
it's after her death, that's for sure.
Oh, afterwards? Yeah.
Well, she died May 30th. If she died May 30th and this is June 23rd of 2025.
Is it saying it was entered or is it on the document dated? The document dated at that?
It's stamped. It's stamped June 23rd, 2025.
Yeah. And she died on May.
Well, it's just stamped is what I'm saying. So that document doesn't even seem right already for me.
Well, no, hold on. Whoa. Hold on. On that thing that we're talking about right now, and I'm just being fair to everything, you would receive the documentation after the death, and it would be stamped when you're receiving it, like when it leaves the court card.
That makes sense. But okay, so let's read it, I guess.
But it doesn't mean that it's not a fraudulent document in the first place, because someone could have entered given them a fraud documents, which is what I would expect from someone like William,
Right.
to give the police a document that he, put together.
Right. Well, like the other document that we put up, not what was it the other day? It said as William Barthel as her son. So we know that was doctored, or what is it? Yeah, doctored. But yeah, where were you, Gregory? Where you at this time of the execution of this will? My immediate family group consists of my partner William Joseph Barthel, referred to in the will as my partner, my biological children Dominic and Maxwell. Okay, go.
Okay. Hold on.
Biological children,
too.
Dominic, Donnelly, and Maxwell Woody.
Because I didn't want to put their names out there,
So that's
but
the
it's
intro.
on the screen. So.
I'll read from here.
Another one, okay. Go on, Westside.
I direct that all my just debts, my funeral costs and burial expenses, and the cost of administrations of my estates be paid out of my assets of my estates as soon as a practical after my death. However, I direct that my executor may cause any debt to be carried, renewed, and refined from the time to time, and upon such terms as my executor may deem advisable, taking into consideration the best interests of the beneficiary hereunder, provided further that any debt that could be barred by the applicable status of limitations shall not be paid as a debt of my estate.
What do you think?
I think what Saishai says is correct, but I'm not sure because she's saying, aren't those things usually written in your handwriting for authorizations?
No, the will can be done through an executor, like a lawyer.
Right. Which would be an actual document.
It would have her signature and a notary. I mean, there's some things that would verify it. Sure. I'm just saying it might look like this. It might be this printout, but there would be a notary and signatures, and it would say who the executor is and who the beneficiaries are. I've been through this once with my uncle. He tried to handwrite one, and it made things very difficult for the court.
Unless you want to keep going, it's up to you. It says, I direct that all my just debts, funeral, and burial expenses, and the cost of administration of my estate be paid out of the assets of my estate as soon as practicable after my death. However, I direct that my executor may cause any debt to be carried, renewed, and refinanced from time to time, and upon such terms as my executor may deem advisable, taking into consideration the best interest of the beneficiaries hereunder, provided further that any debts that could be barred by the applicable statutes of limitation shall not be paid as a debt of my estate. This is typical legal jargon. So I direct that all taxes.
Hold on. Okay. I direct that all taxes include any interest and penalties, possible any taxes authority, blah blah blah. Huh. Okay. It's stamped, isn't it? Oh no. Okay.
What is it?
It's stamped.
It's got that's a clerk superior court stamp, and then A. Sparks. I'm zooming in right now. what was the date on the stamp? Where's the date?
There's no date.
No
I
date.
don't see.
No.
I don't see one. Scroll down more or keep going.
Yeah, okay.
Usually there's a date,
including any interest and
No, that was
penalties
just the one I was
thereon
looking for.
imposed by any taxing authority because of my death shall be paid of my executor out of my residuary estate, specifically including taxes on life insurance and other non-probate assets. And you can see here's the clerk of Superior Court. So then if I go, pull this down, make sure that I... All right.
Oh, took it down. I didn't see a date when that was stamped.
Just make sure that I don't show you something. Shouldn't. So this is where we go into the actual giving stuff out. I give to my...
He didn't want you to see the stuff that he needed you not to see.
Well, I didn't see a date on that stamp. Like either the clerk of court made a huge fuck up. That'd be a huge fuck up. There's three things in law that they always need, and that is a fact, a date, and something to support it. All right? Like there's no such thing as a formal process where those three factors are not done. And date is huge.
Well, let's see, because I think I have those paperwork. So let me see. I'm gonna look through it while y'all.
I mean, he just showed the whole paper on the screen. I didn't see a fucking date anywhere near that stamp.
Right.
That's weird.
My partner, William Joseph Barthel, if he shall survive me, all tangible personal property which I owned at the time of my death, including motor vehicles, my pets, boats, farm equipment, and machinery. If my partner does not survive me, then I give all the tangible property of my father, Timothy Matthews, and my mother, Cam Matthews, equally, share and share alike. My executor shall have the sole discretion to divide the tangible property, taking into consideration the beneficiary's wishes. I may leave a writing which, although not a part of my will, expresses my desires concerning the disposition of certain of my tangible personal property. I request but not require that my wishes as set forth in any such writing be observed, which is the allocation of the dogs. Yes, I'm the executor.
No, you're not.
Wait,
Yes.
whoa. No.
I give to my partner, William Joseph Barthel.
No, it didn't say that.
All the intangible
he didn't say that. It said partner.
He is not the
It said partner,
executor.
and then all of a sudden now he's the executive.
He is not the executor according to the document he's reading, because the documentation was created by the executor, and it was disposing of the will. So there's an executor that does that. Rabbit just lied through his teeth again. Mm-hmm. He's not the executor.
He appointed himself
I owned
as
at the time of my death, including bank accounts, retirement accounts, and accounts with Morgan Stanley. If my partner does not survive me, then I give all the intangible property of my father and mother. Here's the real property. I give, devise, and bequeath all of my real property wherever located to my partner, William Joseph Barthel. If he does not survive me, I give my real property to my mother and mother and father. And then the residual. I give all the rest, residue and remainder of my estate to William Joseph Barthel if he survives me. If he does not survive me, I give all the rest and remainder of my estate in shares of equal value to my father, Timothy Matthews, and my mother, Cam Matthews. My executor shall have the sole discretion, right? Number 5, if the beneficiary and I should die under circumstances as would render it doubtful whether the beneficiary I die first, or if any beneficiary should die within 30 days of me, then it shall be conclusively presumed for purposes of this, my will, that said beneficiary predeceased me. Right? In this will, the terms executor and testator are used to refer to both male and female individuals in lieu of using the terms executrix and testatrix, whatever. And then I appoint William Joseph Barthel to be the executor of this, my last will. If my partner shall predecease me for any reason, shall fail to qualify as executor hereunder, or having qualified, shall die or resign, then I appoint my mother, Cam Matthews as substitute successor or executor. If my mother is unable to serve as the successor executor, then I appoint my partner's father, William
Okay, maybe
Joseph
we're good.
Barthel, as my alternate successor executor. My executor and any successor shall serve without bond.
Whoa.
Okay, so it is possible that if that document is not doctored, then maybe he is the executor according to that. But
Okay,
how many?
so I
how
have the
old was he?
document. I have the document,
Can you send me copies of that?
and I'm looking at it right now. And hold on, let's see. So
I'm not going to last that longer up here because I'm in my truck getting ready to head out, and I will lose connection.
Oh yeah,
But
you
the
don't want to
dates. But look, you guys. On the bottom, it says this 26th day of January 2024 and being first duty sworn of everybody. But how come on the top it says 2023 and it says on the bottom 2024? That make no sense.
I don't think it says 23 and 3. On the top one, it says 2025, Gregory. It's the day, it was June 23rd, 2025.
So after her death, Gregory, the clerk dispersed these documents.
Oh, okay.
That would be the process, right?
Okay.
So like after the death, the clerk would disperse. What their date's going to be is of their filing. You know what I'm saying? So like that would be after her death. And then, but the date on the documents when it was created would be on there. But also the clerk stamp always gets a date.
Yes.
Always gets a date. Always. And that's missing from that document. So that's weird. Like, and then we haven't gone all the way through. So I don't know. Just like I was wrong about the benefit, or I was confusing the beneficiary with the executive. So, I mean, when they said, you know, when it read on and said, you know, I appoint an executor to be one of these beneficiaries, that changed what I said on that. So, like, I was wrong by saying that he was not the executor, apparently, because on page 2, that document actually went through that and said that one of the beneficiaries could be the executor. So, however, I think it's weird that we've got this last will and testament less than a year before she's gone too. Like usually when people see that, especially like insurance companies and stuff or detectives, that's a red flag. Like, what is she, 40 some years old?
Yep. 47.
Why all of a sudden at 47, 46,
47.
you know, why all of a sudden are you doing the last will and testament and then less than a year later, you know? And I would say, you know, someone needs to look into insurance policies. I wonder if, you know what I'm saying, someone boosted an insurance policy before her death at the same time, maybe as they did this will. You know, it's all fishy.
Or how about
let's see if they have them all. Hold on.
Points you,
maybe secret,
but if
maybe
something
secret
should happen to you, then mom.
Maybe Secret Horseship could come up and enlighten us on how long they were planning this and how long Secret Horseship's been dating or banging Rabbit. She would probably have more answers than what we could get out of just watching these videos. All right, y'all. I'm going to jump off here because it's going to.
And it has something to mom. Your dad?
Later.
Yep.
Later, y'all. Thanks for having me up, Gregory.
Yep.
Well, that's interesting.
Is it?
Okay, thank you, Chris, for coming up. Are you there, Seth?
Yeah.
Yep. Isn't that another big fuck you, Tim?
That's a big, yeah.
Right? Right?
He's celebrating, like he's all happy
Interesting.
about that.
And then I give and grant to my executor and any successor executive.
He doesn't know he doesn't know everything is sweet right now. Until the trial come up.
Right.
You know, he fucked it up, you know?
Here all the powers enumerated in North Carolina general statutes, which powers are hereby incorporated by reference and shall be considered a part of the will. Right? And then look, I, Andrea Catherine Matthews, sign my name to the instrument on this 26th day of January 2024, being first duly sworn, do hereby, right? The proper shit. There's your. I was in. Well,
Manipulator.
I wasn't in jail, but I was in jail when she and my attorney, because he is my criminal attorney after this, but our attorney did this, and then they did all the signing and all that stuff. Like,
So the lawyer manipulated her into doing it now.
It's gonna be an interesting little court case. So yeah, so we're gonna go back to this. All right.
Okay, I'm going to fight for the more. Hold on. Okay, hold on.
Right, because I'm gonna have to go pretty soon.
That's it. Okay. Well, guys, I'm going to end this right now. We will continue some other time. You guys, thanks for coming. Guys, it's the 2 hours marked. I'm getting hungry too. You guys take it easy. I'll talk to you guys later. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.